For my longtime viewers, I'm sure many of you remember the Layout Wars collab I did in 2024. Myself and 2 other creators got together to adapt the Superstation into our respective merch ranges. After those videos, I got some comments asking if I was going to do more. I sat on the idea for a little while, but after some growth and changes, Layout Wars is back with a fresh new cast and new rules. This video is also serving as a test to see how well this new format does. The rules definitely weren't followed to the T here, but I'm not going to be super picky about it this time. In addition to myself, aJunctionMalfunction and NWR58 are also taking part in this challenge. The rules themselves were pretty simple. We laid out a set amount of destinations and play features to include, as well as limits on engines and rolling stock included, and exclusions on roads, certain decorative pieces, and certain destination types. There were no restrictions for theming, space use, time spent building, basic tracks used, and no particular goals needed to be met. So with the basics out of the way, let's get started. For the destinations required to use, I chose the Plarail Big Station, Extendable Tunnel, Cranky and Bulstrode Harbor, Green Bridge, Water and Coal Loader, Herald Cargo Delivery, Switchyard Siding Set, Tidmouth Sheds, and Conductor's House. The overall goal of my layout was to be as simplistic as possible, while also creating a satisfying play experience. We'll start with the Plarail Big Station, which features 2 lower platforms and a raised platform above the second. Using this feature to my advantage, I connected the upper line to the Green Bridge, which then turns and descends to a junction, leading to Tidmouth Sheds and the Switchyard Sidings, all terminal tracks ending at buffers. Continuing forward takes us to the Cranky and Bulstrode Harbor with a switch leading to the outer line beyond that, both lines leading back to the big station. Taking the outer line, we go through Platform 1 and then around to the Water and Coal Loader, around past the Conductor's House, through the Extendable Tunnel, through the docks, and then back to the big station. The innermost line is not connected to the outer 2, which helps save on junction clutter at the expense of it being segregated off. It passes through the big station on one side, wraps around under the bridge, and onto the Herald Cargo Delivery. Herald does come pretty close to clipping the big station, but can clear it if he doesn't have any crates. The rules for engines was having 1 engine per 8 curved rails used. Counting all of my curves, we have 8 on the inside loop, 8 on the outer loop, including the second radius curves and double curves, and then seemingly only 6 on the middle loop. However, the inclusion of S-curve rails here and here bring that total to 8 on the middle loop, resulting in 24 total curves, allowing me 3 engines to use, each with 2 pieces of rolling stock. For the inside line, I chose good old Percy with a troublesome truck and Sodor mail van, akin to the Herald Cargo Delivery set by Motor Road and Rail. On the outer line, I chose Hero with 2 express coaches, because you can't have a big station without a big engine to pull a premier passenger service. And then on the middle line, I picked the Yokosuka Line Metro train, with its ability to transport Play Kids figures in the double-decker coach. Now yes, I hear some of your cries. Why is Thomas not included? Well, because I think it's only appropriate to have some Japanese engines taking trains to the Japanese station. For set decoration, the rule was 1 piece of decoration per 12 non-engine parts used. Although I had well over 72 track and destination pieces in play, I only used 3 decorative items, 2 trees, and 1 signal. I could have definitely included more, but again, my goal was to be minimal. The set is also extremely full with little empty space in need of decoration. There are a couple of things that could raise a bit of controversy on my layout. First, one of the rules was no road allowed, including Tamaka Road. The Plarail Big Station has an entire parking deck and ramp which could be counted as Tamaka Road. However, my defense here is that it is part of a primarily rail-focused destination. There is no extra road attached, and I did not include any Tamaka vehicles. Next, there's S-curve rails. They ride the line of being curve rails, as the engines are still going in the same direction once passing over it. My defense here is the name, S-curve rail. Pretty self-explanatory. Lastly are the 3 Play Kids figures I included. How do you classify them? They could be seen as freight since they can be placed into the Yokosuka line's middle coach, but they could also fall under decoration, as they can be used to decorate the big station. This would be an issue if it weren't for my minimal use of decoration in the first place. I only used 2 trees and 1 signal, so if we're including the 3 Play Kids to make a total of 6, I'm still well within the limit, seeing as the required part count is 72, which my layout exceeds. So that's my entry into this little challenge. A little shaky in some areas, maybe not as popular with Thomas being excluded, but I'm happy with it, and I think the minimalist design brings a fun and unique perspective to Layout Wars. But this video isn't over, because now it's time to take a look at the other competitors' layouts and see what they came up with. So just from a first glance, Noah's layout is significantly larger than mine. But hey, that's okay. We're here to show off creativity. Also, we got a cute doggo in the corner there. We gotta love that. So Noah chose to use Knapford Station, I guess, as his big destination. We've also got the Sodor Rail Yard. We've got Timoth Sheds over in the corner here with the turntable. Got the industrial one, I guess. I don't know. We got the steamworks. We got the suspension bridge on a very high level up here. Quite a lot of connecting tracks as well. We've got a water tower, helipad. We've got this junction over, not this junction. We got this quarry area over here. We've got Cranky with 2 loading bays. We got a windmill. We got Boulder Mountain. Overall, pretty solid layout. A bit lacking in the decoration department. I wish there were some more trees around, but I mean, hey, this is just my opinion on his design, but overall, a very, very solid layout. Make sure you go and check out the video that he did covering this layout on his channel. And here we have NWR58's layout. This is definitely quite the large layout. This one might actually be the largest contender. We've got the big bridge up here in the back. We've got quite a long tunnel. We got a string going on over here. Knapford Station, half is in the front. We got Dryaw in the back there. Conductor's house. It looks like we've got a little siding here with a switch yard. Very good. We've got the water and coal loader. Looks like there's another station hanging out in the back. This layout, I think, was after he completed the design though, so this is probably not the best representation of his layout, but regardless, this is a fantastic layout nonetheless. And again, be sure to check out NWR58's video on his channel, link in the description. And there you have it, the second MTI Thomas layout war. I want to thank everyone who participated. This wouldn't have been possible without you guys. The goal with this version of Layout Wars wasn't as focused on the competition aspect as before. Instead, I wanted to see what everyone's thought process would be when building a layout under specific guidelines. And I'm very happy with the results. I can't say for sure when the next one will be or who will participate, but I would like to do this again at some point. Let me know down in the comments which layout was your favorite. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't be a stinker, and have a great day.